Hello friends, Marcy here, and I'm excited to reveal day 18 of the Colorverse Colorvent calendar here, and also the Diamine Inkvent calendar for 2024. We're having a project of sharing simultaneously, and this looks like another gray or beige ink. It's called Morning Glow, but the text looks like a peach color. I don't know if you're capturing that there. Morning glow is a color inspired by the moment when the morning dawns and the sky is bathed in a beautiful light. Oh my goodness. So I love my sunrise out my back patio doors with all the pinks and oranges and blushes and even some purples and all the glorious colors. So this has to be fabulous, right? Something that a reminder of what God gives me each morning. So let's get into Diamine. Day 18 is here. Boy, this box is getting lighter. Yes, we're on 18. That means we only have a week left on, or I'm not really following a calendar, but I have 7 more days on the Diamine. And we have Vibe. Okay, Morning Glow and Vibe. That's a good pairing. I'll unwrap the plastic and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back with Vibe, and let me zoom in here. To read the label, it says Extreme Sheen. Okay, these are fun. And now I'm like, okay, is that a good pairing? A soft morning glow and extreme sheen vibe. Wow. So before we start swatching, I do want to talk about yesterday's chromatography strips. The Diamine Inkvent Winter Berry was a shimmer, chameleon ink, and has some gorgeous shimmer. And on the chromatography, it left a very faint um, line of color at the bottom, and all the deep color rose to the top. It just looks like almost a cranberry there with some purple on the top line, and then the shimmer stayed behind on the application line. You see that. But what was interesting, a viewer commented, because I had talked about the shading properties I could see in the ink and that we would reveal more today. A viewer commented they could see the blue in the ink. So interesting to see the blue rise to the top. And of course the yellow blending down to a gray. And a little comment about this chromatography strip. I put the ink down on these strips yesterday, and I didn't put the strips in water until today. But this shape remained where my original application was. It didn't on this one. It kind of all faded. But this one stayed there, and I thought maybe I shouldn't have let that dry for 24 hours before dipping it in water. So, being curious, I did another one, and I just applied the ink and had an immediate dip into the water. And I still see the shape of the application ink, but it did perform a little differently. It was able to release a lot more of the gray into the chromatography, and then the yellow mixing with the blue, making the green, and then the bright blue at the top. So I need to be consistent. I love consistency, but when you do something differently, you get different results, right? I need to be consistent and kind of swatch or dip them in water on the same day that I apply the ink, just to make sure that we have apples to apples. So I do need to add this. I'm just going to glue it on top as another page and like a little flip book here with a memory of a lesson there. So until then, I'll just leave it here in my little drying easel. And we are ready to, I need to move my clips. We're not ready. We're almost ready to apply some ink swatches for day 18. This is the best part. Admiring some beautiful new colors. All right. Looks like some lavender going on in there. I commented in a previous video that I get frustrated with myself for when I go to edit my videos down, which isn't very involved and very basic. I tend to put my hand, the back of my hand and my knuckles right in front of the camera, and that's all you can see, and that's like not pleasant. So I'm trying to remember to pull my hand back when I'm opening. I'm liking this. It reminds me of a Ferris wheel press. Oh, is it something mushroom? I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I see some similar shades. It's ending up being gray or violet gray with some peach and green, some blue. As it dries, the shades are changing. So, Morning Glow. Oh no, I just remembered the name of the ink. It's called Adventurine. How did I get mushroom out of that? I was thinking of something else. Morning Glow Day. We'll have to look at Adventurine as a comparison later when we revisit these inks. So we want some swirly lines and some varying widths. Seeing much more pink here as it's drying, which we'll come back and visit at the end. Okay, I think that's it for this side. I do like that. Morning Glow. Okay, and ready for Vibe and Extreme Sheen. So get into here and see what kind of extreme we have waiting for us. These are fun. Okay. Vibe. Easy. Day 18. Ooh, I'm glad I had that width going on there. See the ink in a different state. All right, and I just said I like consistency, and here I'm doing things backwards. I want my swatch down before I record all the information, but oh well, it's all good. Wow. This rinse water is very bright blue, very bright. Okay, we are going to wait for these inks to dry and come back and look at the finished product. Okay, while it's drying, we're not ready yet. We still have wet ink. I went ahead and applied chromatography strips, and I just want to share this with you before I dip it, because it is like a pink shape with the perimeter of a blue-green halo. Let me see if I can get that. You see that? And not much in way of sheen here on the chromatography strip. So just want to see that, you to see that dry, and we're going for a dip. Okay, so everything is dried except for one puddle right here in the Vibe. And I'm just gonna stay here and talk about this first since we're waiting for that to dry. But I see the blue base and the red sheen, which it's so extreme that it's just like all you see on the top of the page is the red sheen. So this is the most extreme sheen that we have come across so far. And I went ahead and did the chromatography strips. They're drying here on my drying rack, which is a business card holder, which sometimes I use as my iPhone stand when I need to stand it up on a table. But it's still wet. I don't want to put it in my book yet, but we can see any surprises here with the inks. A lot of blue, and so the red I think might happen to be this dark portion right here and here and here. but a lot of yellow and green in there in that base, which surprises me. And then this is where we started. So I don't want to glue that down yet because this is still damp, and then we have the puddle. But let's move to Morning Glow. Here's our finish. We have like a beige, a pink blush beige with some blues and greens here. And this is a fabulous chromatography strip. It's still damp. But let's lay it here and examine those colors. Pink moves into peach, moves into yellow, moves into green, moves into purplish gray, moves into blue. Wow, a lot going on there. A lot of colors going on there just to bring us this beauty. Some shading right here around the pooling on the end of the line and the 8 and the M, or where the ink got heavier. Anyway, interesting day, right? Interesting day. I'm so glad that you were here to enjoy with me, and I look forward to seeing you for day 19. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.